Nancy here. Well, I'm going to be using this right here, my jars of tomato sauce, to make my homemade tomato sauce. We use it for pasta, we use it for pizza, sandwiches. I use it for a lot of dishes. But when you're making sauce to place on pasta, you need to make sure, well, my tomato sauce anyway, you need to cook it down, thicken it, and season it. These tomato sauce jars are not seasoned. The only thing I have in here is a basil leaf. And I'm going to show you today how I cook it. A lot of you have asked, so I'm going to show you how to make this recipe step by step. So let's get to cooking. Let's get started with the first step. I'm going to turn the heat on here, and I'm going to place some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil at the bottom of the pan, just enough to sort of cover it a little bit at the bottom, just like that. So maybe about half a cup. I'm going to let the olive oil heat up just for about a minute, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I've warmed up the olive oil. Now at this point, I'm going to add 1 small onion that I've chopped and 2 garlic cloves that I've smashed. So I'm going to place it in here. And I'm going to just wait until it just softens. You know, you don't want color on it. You don't want brown onions. You just want to soften them. So I'm going to, actually add a little bit more olive oil in here. Just enough to, coat the onions and the garlic and have them softened a bit. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I've had the onions and garlic go here for about a minute or so. They have softened. The aroma of these onions and garlic in itself, wow, so good. So now at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my tomato sauce. So each jar has about 4 cups of tomato sauce. So I'm going to add 2 jars. So that makes 8 cups. It's going to make a nice quantity of tomato sauce. And in there is the basil leaves. That's 1 jar. And here's another. And this is going to cook down and thicken. I'm going to give this a mix. I'm just going to stir it in, just to give it a good stir. And at this point, I like to add the salt and pepper. So I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. So I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of salt. And I can always check it for seasoning later if I need a little bit more. And half a teaspoon of black pepper. All right. Now I'm going to stir that together. And you know what? That's pretty much it as far as, the seasoning. You have the basil in there, salt, pepper, onions, garlic, and olive oil. I'm going to stir that together, incorporate the seasoning in there. Now you can see the basil leaves in there. I'm just going to give it some really good flavor. Now this is going to cook down. It's going to thicken. It's going to cook for about an hour and a half on a very low heat. So at this point, all I need to do is place the lid on it, not completely on. So I'm just going to slightly keep it open here. I'm going to keep the heat on a low heat, check on it every once in a while. And the whole idea here is to thicken the sauce so you can have a nice sauce for your pasta or anything you're going to use it for. So I'm going to let it cook for about an hour and a half on a low heat, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, everyone, I've had the sauce cooking for about an hour and 15 minutes. We're almost there. As you can see, it's really cooked down. So the sauce started up just about there, and it's really cooked down. It's thickened. I'm going to leave it for a few more minutes, like another 5 minutes or so. But you can see how the sauce has really, really thickened. And it smells so good in this kitchen. It really does. And it tastes even better. But what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to check it for seasoning. I'm going to see if I need a little bit more salt. It is cooking on a very low heat. I always like to try my food as I'm cooking it. So in this case, I'm going to try the sauce. I'm going to lower the heat even more, just a little bit. Sauce is delicious. But I am going to add a little bit more salt, just maybe about another half teaspoon of salt. I'm going to give that a little mix. And yeah, another 5 minutes or so and it's done. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. Here is my beautiful tomato sauce ready in an hour and 25 minutes, so more or less an hour and a half. Delicious, easy to make, and I'm going to be showing you how to make some future recipes with the sauce. Stay tuned. And that's it. My tomato sauce is done in an hour and 25 minutes. I cooked it down slowly on very low heat, seasoned it with minimal ingredients, salt, pepper, olive oil, some onion, garlic. The sauce is just beautiful. It's gonna go great with some pasta. This is some sourdough bread, but I'm gonna dip it in because I can. Sauce. Wow, so phenomenal. Just a delicious sauce, very simple to put together. And that's it, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the recipe of my sauce, the way I make it at home. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.